Hey folks, welcome to another video. Today I am checking out something really cool. I'm not wearing a head-mounted display. I have something really cool mounted to my head. It is an EEG headband that takes signals and basically allows you to control things with your brain. So what I'm going to be playing here is a game called Mind Ball Play. It's a fairly old game. We're going to do the warm-up highway here first so we can kind of see how it works. I have to stare intently at the screen here because it's looking at the focus. On my head. If I blink, I can make the ball jump. If I bite down, I can make it slow down. And as you can see, no hands, not using any controllers. You can actually see it's monitoring my brainwaves, and this particular headband monitors 5 different types of brainwaves. And we'll get into that a little bit later, but for now we're going to actually go check out in the kind of free play area. Do a custom race. I think I'm going to go with Emerald Flow here, so you can kind of see the track, how it works. Now the initial track that we did had no turns or anything, it was just straightforward. There we go, we've navigated that entire course. just by using brainwaves. We'll do a couple more tracks here. So you can see some of the novel choices that they made in some of these tracks. I do like Bass Race. We'll do this one. There we go. Completed Bass Race. That one, because I've had some practice, much better focus, 73 focus on this. You can see kind of the focus results as I go. It's all charted out. There's a game plot also if I wanted to see that. The other thing that you can do, and we'll go back to the menu here, is you can actually play races. With the headband, I can only figure out how to do custom races, and the multiplayer long ago doesn't work on this particular version of this game. But let's do a race in this laser control. Let's just add one computer opponent here. And my skill is a 3, so I'm going to leave the computer opponent as a 3 as well. Not a bad focus score, 65 on that one. We will go back to the main menu and we're actually going to exit out of the game, but that's the general gist of it. The intended purpose of the MUSE Headband is to work for meditation purposes with this application, MUSE, on your mobile device. I'm going to just do a very quick mind meditation here so you can see how this works.
Welcome to your first meditation of this program. In this session, we'll practice for 3 minutes using the rainforest soundscape. Each meditation session will start with a sensor check that will verify that MUSE is clearly reading your brain and heart signals. The sensor display shows the signal quality of the 5 EEG sensors that measure the electrical activity of your brain, and the heart sensor that uses light to monitor blood flow through your skin. You can look at your MUSE and see these sensors and become familiar with where they touch your skin to sense your brain activity. Once the session begins, you'll be guided through a calibration where MUSE monitors your brain signals for a short duration to get a baseline of your brain's activity. When the calibration completes, you'll begin the meditation. During your meditation, sound in the environment will change dynamically to reflect what's happening in your brain. When your mind is settled and focused, MUSE will detect steady and constant brain signals and translate them into calm and peaceful sounds. When your mind becomes more active, you hear the sounds become more intense. If your mind is calm for 5 seconds or more, you'll hear birds celebrating the moment. As you do this practice, your goal is to try and calm the sound in this environment by returning your focus to your breath over and over. In doing this, you're building your mind's capacity to calm itself. Now, if you're ready to get started, tap Next. Welcome to the MUSE Rainforest Mind Meditation. There's no need to look at the screen during this exercise. Simply settle in and close your eyes. We'll start with the calibration process. It takes about 1 minute, and it's an important step to allow MUSE to adjust the level of feedback for your meditation. Try to be consistent during this calibration to achieve the best results. MUSE is now sensing your brain signals. Allow your body to be relaxed and still. Relax your face, and let MUSE measure your baseline brain activity. With your eyes closed, begin to slowly scan your body from the top of your head to your toes. Allow your senses to be open and curious. Notice how all the parts of you are feeling as your awareness passes over them. Notice now the sound of rain as we move from calibration and into the meditation practice. It'll rain softer when your mind settles and your attention is stable and focused. And it'll rain harder as your mind becomes more active, moving away from your breath and into thoughts. Begin by taking a deep breath in and slowly exhale, and settle your focus on the flow of breath as it passes through the nose and across the upper lip. There's no need to control the breath in any way. Your body knows how to breathe. If your mind wanders off, or you hear the rain becoming more intense, simply notice the shift in awareness and bring your focus back to your breath.
We're going to end the session there so you can see a little bit about how it works. Slide to our mood. We'll go neutral for today. And if we move down, you can see we're 24% calm. A lot of noise, a lot of things going on in the background here. We had 1 minute and 19 seconds of neutral, which is exactly what I expected, and 30 seconds of calm. You can see a little bird in the graph. That's where I was calm for more than 5 seconds at a time. So that just kind of gives you an idea. This is not a real meditation. I'm not actually trying to do anything specific with it. But you've got biofeedback directly in the application that prompts you to practice better meditation. Usually I'd also hear sound. I have the sound actually piping through to the computer, so you can't hear the sound, and I would react with my brain to that sound as well. So that's how the Muse app works. And this is Myndlift. I'm currently set up for focus. I'm going to change that to calm. Because I feel like calm is a little bit easier for me to do. Actually, let's change it to focus calm. Because then I can keep my eyes open while I'm doing this. It helps a little bit. This one does training not just to try to get you calm, but also to continue to be focused. And what's different from this one versus Muse is it's actually looking for your eyes to be open for some of the training as well.
Now stay still. Remain still and set your eyes on one point in 3, 2, 1. We're almost there.
For that, we were trying to get a baseline of our low beta brainwaves. There's 5 different brainwaves that are being monitored by the Muse Headband. We're going to do this one that I really love, Jungle. We're going to just do 1 round so you can see how it works. We're going to float a ninja in the air in the jungle, kind of like using the Force. And I think you get the general idea of that. So we're going to exit the training here. So what the Muse Headband is actually doing is it's monitoring 5 different brain waves. So it's taking the gamma channels, so 32 to 100 hertz, beta, 13 to 32 hertz, alpha, which is what it's trying to gear you towards uh, getting more of with your relaxation at 8 to 13 hertz, theta at 4 to 8 hertz, and delta at 0.5 to 4 hertz. So Muse headbands come in multiple varieties right now. There's the Muse S Athena, which just came out and replaced a device that I haven't even used yet. I haven't even taken out of the box. Muse S headband. And the Muse S headband is a little bit softer and it's more flexible so that you can use it while you're sleeping, whereas the Muse or Muse 2 headband looks like the one that's on my head right now. It's a rigid plastic device, so I wouldn't be able to use that for sleeping or for relaxation so much as just seated or lying flat. Prices are fairly expensive at $474.94 for the Muse S Athena and $249.99 for the Muse 2. I actually picked this up through Goodwill for around $60. Been experimenting with it, really enjoying it. It's probably worth the $249 for the Muse 2. Jury's out on the Muse S. I haven't used it yet, but I also picked this up at a reduced price through Goodwill as well. Shopgoodwill.com. Check it out sometime. This guy at the top here is training his mind, finding his focus. I've been trying to do the same thing, and I just wanted to share kind of my initial journey with the MUSE EEG Headband. You can control games with your mind, you can meditate, you can learn to better balance your focus and your calm states. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back with more content soon. Until next time, get out there and relax, calm down, stay focused, play games, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.